everyone, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm Mark.
And I'm Jessica. Thanks for joining us today. We're so excited because today's episode is going to make your next meal out a whole lot easier.
That's right, we're talking about how to order food in English like a native speaker. Whether you're at a cafe, a restaurant, or even ordering takeaway, we've got you covered.
And it's not just about the words you say. We'll show you how to sound polite, confident, and natural so you don't freeze up when the waiter is standing there with their pen ready.
Oh yes, we've all had that moment where the waiter says, "What can I get for you?" And your brain goes completely blank.
Exactly. But by the end of this episode, you'll have phrases, tips, and real-life role plays that you can copy in your own conversations.
Plus, we're going to do some fun, interactive practice, including a game where you'll have to fix some awkward food orders.
And we'll even challenge you to try ordering food in English this week, wherever you are.
So, grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's jump into today's episode. So, Jessica, before we jump into the phrases and role plays, let's talk about why ordering food is such an important English skill.
Right. First of all, it's something you'll do a lot. Whether you're traveling, living abroad, or even just visiting an English-speaking restaurant in your hometown, it's one of the most common real-life situations.
And here's the thing, it's not just about food, it's also about connection. When you order confidently, you make a good impression on the staff, and sometimes that leads to better service. Maybe even a free dessert if you're lucky.
True. But it's also about confidence. If you can handle this everyday situation smoothly, it boosts your belief in yourself for other situations too, like shopping, asking for directions, or small talk.
And let's be honest, food is often a social thing. You might be out with friends, colleagues, or even on a date. Ordering in English without feeling stressed lets you enjoy the moment instead of worrying about your words.
Exactly. Plus, ordering food is like a mini conversation. You greet the server, make a request, maybe ask a question, and respond to theirs. It's a perfect mix of vocabulary, grammar, and listening practice.
And the best part? You get a delicious reward at the end.
Yes, the ultimate motivation, food.
All right. So now that we know why this is such an important skill, let's move on to the words you must know before you sit down at a restaurant or cafe. All right? Before we jump into the fun role plays, let's make sure everyone has the basic vocabulary they need when eating out.
Yeah, because if you don't understand these words, it's like trying to read a menu in another language actually. It is that.
Exactly. So, let's start with a few must-know restaurant words. First up, menu. That's the list of all the food and drinks available.
The main course in the US, people often say entrée, which is a little confusing because in French, entrée means starter, but in American English, entrée main dish. Right? And sometimes you might hear specials. Those are dishes the restaurant is offering for a limited time, often written on a board or mentioned by the server.
Then we have appetizer. That's the small dish you eat before the main meal. In British English, it's often called a starter.
Another important one, waiter for a man and waitress for a woman. In more modern English, people just say server to be gender neutral.
Don't forget dessert, the sweet treat you have at the end, like cake, ice cream, or pie. And yes, it's dessert with two S's, not desert like the sandy place. And when you're done eating, you ask for the bill in British English, or the check in American English.
Oh, and if you're at a cafe, you might hear to go in American English or takeaway in British English. That means you're not eating there, you're taking it with you.
Last one for now, condiments. That's the fancy word for ketchup, mustard, salt, pepper. All those extras you add to your food.
Great. So now that you've got these key words in your head, you'll understand way more when you're at a restaurant or cafe.
Perfect. Let's move on to the actual phrases you can use when ordering, so you sound smooth, confident, and maybe even a little bit like a local. Okay, now comes the fun part. What do you actually say when you're ordering food? Let's start with the most common and polite phrases.
Right. If you're ready to order, you can say, I'll have could I get the,
Notice how these are all polite, but still natural. I'd like the pasta sounds very friendly and clear. I'll have is a bit more casual, but still polite.
and could I get is great because it's a question, and questions often sound softer and more polite in English. For example, could I get the chicken salad, please?
If you're not ready yet, you can say, could we have a few more minutes? I'm not ready yet, thanks.
And if you want to know more about a dish, you can ask, what do you recommend? What's in the dish name? Is it spicy?
Good one. Now, for drinks, the server might ask, would you like anything to drink? You can answer, yes, I'll have a lemonade. Just water, please. Can I get a coffee to go with that?
And when you're finished and ready for dessert or the bill, could we see the dessert menu? Can we have the check, please? Or could I get the bill, please?
Here's one extra native-sounding tip. When you're ordering for yourself and someone else, you can say, I'll have the burger and she'll have the grilled salmon. This shows you're speaking for both of you in one smooth sentence.
And don't forget the magic words please and thank you. They make a huge difference in how polite and friendly you sound.
Exactly. Okay, now that we've got the key phrases down, it's time to hear them in action in our first role play. Hi there. What can I get for you today? Sure. Would you like that hot or iced?
Hi, could I get a medium latte, please? Hot, please. And could you make it with oat milk?
Of course. Anything to eat?
Yes, I'll have a blueberry muffin.
Great choice. Would you like perfect? That'll be $6.50. Thanks. Your order will be ready in okay. That's a typical cafe conversation, polite, short, and clear.
Yeah, and notice a few things. I used could I get instead of give me. That sounds softer and more polite.
Also, you gave specific details, hot and with oat milk. That helps the barista get your order right.
And don't forget the little extras like, would you like that warmed up? Or, would you like that to go? You'll hear those a lot in cafes.
Exactly. And if you don't understand a question, you can always say, sorry, could you repeat that? Or, what does that mean?
Right. The key is to keep it friendly, and relaxed cafes are casual so you don't need to overthink every word.
All right, let's break that role play down even more so you can copy it in your own practice. All right, let's break that cafe conversation into smaller pieces so you can really understand it and use it yourself.
First, the barista started with, what can I get for you today? That's one of the most common greetings in cafes. You might also hear, what can I get started for you? Or, what would you like?
And Jessica replied with, could I get a medium latte, please? Notice the structure. Could I get size drink, please? It's polite, clear, and works for any drink order. And you added, with oat milk. This is a good example of giving extra details after your main request. You could also say, no sugar, extra shot of espresso, or decaf.
Then the barista asked, hot or iced? That's common for coffee drinks. You can also hear, for here or to go, meaning, will you drink it here or take it away? When ordering food, I said, I'll have a blueberry muffin. You could also say, can I get, or could I have?
And notice the barista's follow-up. Would you like that warmed up? You'll often get extra questions like this about temperature, size, toppings, or sauces.
And of course, please and thank you appeared multiple times. These two little words make you sound instantly more polite.
So the formula here is greet, make request, give details, answer follow-up questions, pay, thank.
Exactly. If you practice that flow, you'll never feel lost when ordering at a cafe.
All right. Now let's make things a little fancier. We're heading to a restaurant for our next role play. Good evening. How are you both tonight?
We're great, thanks. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. Can I start you off with something to drink?
Yes, I'll have a sparkling water, please.
Sure. And for you, sir? I'll have a glass of iced tea. Great. Here are your menus. I'll give you a few minutes to look them over. Are you ready to order? Absolutely. And for your main course?
Yes. Could I start with the Caesar salad as my appetizer? I'll have the grilled salmon with vegetables, please. Could I have the dressing on the side?
Of course. And for you, sir, I'll take the beef lasagna with a side of garlic bread. Excellent choice. Would you like anything else for now?
No, that's all for now. Thank you.
All right. Your drinks will be right out, and your meals will follow shortly.
Thanks so much.
So, this one's a little more formal than the cafe role play. There's a longer conversation and a few extra steps.
Yeah, and you might have noticed the extra politeness like, could I start with, or I'll have, please. It matches the more formal setting.
Exactly. And in restaurants, there's often a sequence. Drinks first, then appetizers, then the main course, and finally dessert.
Right. Now, let's break this down so you can copy the flow and sound confident the next time you're at a restaurant.
Let's break down that restaurant conversation step by step so you can use it confidently next time. Then the server asked about drinks first. Can I start you off with something to drink? That's typical. Drinks usually come before you order food.
First, notice how the server started with a friendly greeting. Good evening. How are you both tonight? This is common in sit-down restaurants to make you feel welcome. When ordering drinks, Jessica said, I'll have a sparkling water, please. That's polite and clear. You can also say, could I get, or may I have, for more formal settings.
The ordering sequence is important. Appetizer or starter, main course, dessert. Jessica said, could I start with the Caesar salad as my appetizer? Notice the polite, could I start with?
Then for the main dish, she said, I'll have the grilled salmon with vegetables, please. Adding, please, makes it sound very polite and natural.
And Jessica also asked for a small change. Could I have the dressing on the side? It's common to make special requests politely like this.
When ordering for others, you can say, I'll take the beef lasagna with a side of garlic bread. It's clear and easy to understand.
Finally, the server checked if they wanted anything else with, would you like anything else for now? That's a nice way to confirm the order and offer more options. Great! Now that you've got this, we'll share some quick tips to help you sound even more polite and confident when ordering. Now that you've seen and heard how to order food, let's talk about some important tips to help you sound polite and confident every time.
Remember, in restaurants, politeness and clear communication go hand in hand. Using please, could, and would helps you sound respectful and confident. First up, tone of voice. Even if your English isn't perfect, speaking in a calm, friendly tone goes a long way. Smiling while you speak can actually change your voice to sound warmer. Try it next time.
Yes, and don't rush. Speak clearly, but at a relaxed pace. It's better to take your time than to mumble or speak too fast and get confused.
Another tip is to use modal verbs like could, would, and may. These words make your requests sound softer and more polite. For example, instead of give me a coffee, say, could I get a coffee, please?
Also, body language is important. Making eye contact with the server shows confidence and respect. And if you don't understand something, it's okay to politely ask them to repeat or explain.
Don't be afraid to use simple phrases like, "Sorry, could you say that again?" Or, "What does that mean?" Servers are usually happy to help.
Finally, always say, please and thank you. These magic words make a huge difference in how friendly and polite you sound.
And remember, confidence comes with practice. The more you order in English, the easier it gets. So don't be shy to try, even if you make mistakes.
Absolutely. Making mistakes is part of learning, and people will appreciate your effort.
Okay, now let's practice together. We'll say some common ordering sentences, and you can repeat after us.
All right, now it's your turn. We're going to say some common phrases for ordering food, and you can repeat after us.
Try to match our pronunciation and intonation as closely as possible. Ready?
Here we go. Could I get a coffee, please? I'll have the chicken sandwich. Could we have a few more minutes? Can I see the dessert menu? I'd like the steak, medium rare. Could you make that without onions? Can we have the check, please? Is this dish spicy?
Great job. Remember, shadowing is a powerful way to improve your speaking and listening.
Keep practicing these phrases whenever you can in your head, out loud, or even with a friend.
And don't worry if you don't get it perfect the first time. Just keep trying.
All right. Now let's play a fun game to test your skills. Time for a little game. I'm going to say some awkward or incorrect ways to order food, and Jessica will fix them to sound more natural.
And listeners, try to guess the correct way before I say it. Ready?
Okay, here's the first one. Give me the burger now.
That sounds a bit rude. A better way is, "Could I get the burger, please?" We usually say, "I'd like a coffee, please," or "Could I have a coffee, please?"
Nice. Here's another one. I want coffee. How about this one? You bring me the bill.
That's too direct. Instead say, "Could we have the check, please?" Or, "May I get the bill, please?"
Last one. Give me food fast.
That's awkward. A polite way is, "Could you please bring the food when it's ready?" Or, "Whenever you have a chance, could you bring the food?"
Great job, Jessica. Listeners, remember to keep your orders polite and clear. It makes a big difference. We're almost at the end of today's episode. But before we say goodbye, Jessica, let's give our listeners a little motivation.
And keep practicing. You'll sound more natural every time. Absolutely. Ordering food in English might seem scary at first, but every time you try, you get better and more confident. So here's a challenge for you. The next time you're at a cafe or restaurant, try ordering in English. Use the phrases we practiced today.
Exactly. Remember, even native speakers make mistakes. Sometimes the key is to keep practicing and never be afraid to speak up. And if you can't go out, try ordering food by phone or online in English. Any practice counts.
Send us your experience or questions. We love hearing from you. You're not alone on this journey.
Keep it up, and soon ordering food in English will feel natural and easy. That's it for today's episode of the English Learning Podcast. We hope you found these tips and role plays helpful.
Thanks so much for listening. Don't forget to practice ordering food in English this week. It's a great way to build your confidence.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
And stay tuned for our next episode where we'll help you master even more everyday English skills.
Until next time, keep practicing